Alright, I'm live. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Kirby 64 and 100% by me. Now, 100% in the game is getting all of the crystal shards, and that's really it. There are 3 in each level, and they're usually require power to get most of the time, so you seem to use a lot of power variety in general in this run because of that. But yeah, let's do it. You're gonna hear that song right at the very end of the run as well, too. It's a good song. It's very much a banger. But yeah, let's go. So 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Here we go. Start out with 1-1 here. The good old classic. You're gonna see this power right here use a lot of fire. Both single and double fire. They're both very useful. You're gonna see mostly single fire though. Single fire is very fast, obviously. It's the fastest fire in the game horizontally. It's about as fast as double fire is, but both are very, very fast. Single fire, like in a task, can be like just as fast as double fire though, because you see, whenever I use it, I dip slightly lower every time. Well, tasks would do that frame perfectly, so yeah, much faster to say the least. That one's a bit tricky because there's a lot of enemies that are usually in really awkward locations to get around. Never use fire like this. But it's all good. We're gonna get fireworks right here, combine our fire with that bomb. Again, fireworks just for that block right there. That block only needs bomb to be destroyed, but fireworks is kind of fast in a way. And you get bomb anyways. Plus fireworks is good for this guy right here, Waldo. Waldo is a boss in this game because canonically Waldo is your best friend and he gets infected by Dark Matter, the villain of this game. So he turns into Waldo. I don't think all the Waldos in the Kirby universe are the same like that, but you know, just is for that one, I guess. Because yeah, Dark Matter is kind of defeated like after this game. This game takes place, it's kind of like the last game in what we like to call in the Kirby, I guess like in the Kirby series, the Dark Matter trilogy. Because Dark Matter is the villain of Dreamland 2 and Dreamland 3. So yeah. And also Kirby 64 as well. He's a villain of like all 3 of those games. It's kind of like Dark Matter trilogy. And this game is just officially defeated right at the end of it. You don't see him ever again. So his first 2 levels are kind of going through all of that, essentially. It's kind of like going through like all of your friends getting infected by Dark Matter. You gotta deal with that. All the movement in these levels are pretty calculated fire as well. Now we're going to the big old void. The void of darkness. Because right down here is a crystal shard. See? There it is, just kind of floating. Whenever do single fire like matching at all, or not even matching, but like whenever I take sort of single fire stuff, I kind of like I use like my pointer finger and my middle finger to like press B and A back and forth here. I'm playing this game on the Dream Collection. I'm using a GameCube controller for this. It's a bit awkward, but it works, I guess. This is the part of the run where I'd say ain't time for donations, but it's not a donation marathon. So, what's your favorite Kirby game, chats? Tell me. My favorite one is either Kirby Superstar Ultra or Planet Robot on 3DS. Both are very, very good. I also like this game a lot, and the next game coming up too, Nightmare in Dreamland. They're both very, very good, and I like them a ton. Nightmare in Dreamland is the first Kirby game I ever played, for instance, and so it's what got me into writing Kirby games as well. Canvas Curse is very fun. I don't know if people say like give Canvas Curse much praise, but that game is really solid. I like Canvas Curse. Your favorite one's Amazing Mirror Curse? Kirby's mode, chat here is the world record controller for this game, or at least for 100%. So that surprised me actually. His record in this category is really good too. It's a 107.46. My PB is a 111.02 that I got a few days ago. I want to get a 110 or a 109 though, in this category at least. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Kirby's Dreamland 2, that one's solid as well. Dreamland 2 is pretty cool. I think that one's underrated personally. Super Ultra by far, but it's close second to GBA Kirby's. Heck yeah. The GBA Kirby's are super solid. I didn't play Amazing Mirror growing up, but when I played it like as an adult, I really, really liked it. Well, the second time around, because the first time around I didn't beat it. But yeah, the second time around when I figured things out a lot more, like, it was really, really fun. There's like there's not a whole lot going on in this first world, so sorry for not doing too much commentary right now, but it'll get a lot better once we get going, trust me. Right here, at least, we're gonna do a few puffs, and then do that, and then combine that color with this color over here, or other way around, English and all that stuff. Because I need a double cutter for this shard in particular right here, and perfect. I timed that perfectly so that it didn't hit the platform at all. That saved just a little bit of time. But you know what? It all adds up. You gotta save the frames. Crystal shard right up there. Kirby's and Link's Awakens that make a Kirby game. They're called anti-Kirbys in that game. They're not actually Kirby. Fun fact. We get double fire right here. We need that for the boss and also for game of 2-1. It's just a bit faster for 2-1. It's really good to use for the boss in particular. Speaking of the boss, we're fighting King Dedede right here, infected by dark matter once again. If we let the fight go on longer, and if I let him do attacks, for instance, his stomach kind of open up here. I think it's a reference to Dreamland 3 when he does that during the final boss fight there, or the quote-unquote final boss fight. But you know, but yeah. For now, we're going to Wispy Woods, the first boss of the game. Wispy Woods is very tricky. The Wispy Juniors that are going all around Wispy Woods are kind of just random what they do. And that's actually really good right there, because in this case I'm going to turn around, I can hit this one again with that double fire. And this is perfect luck for me. Yo! Alright. Good start. Now I got Wispy himself, second phase right here. You don't want the apples. Getting apples right there is 5 seconds gone. If he puffs, it's another second. But yeah, we can do a 2 cycle if I get this. Barely got that. I thought I was a little slow. Still good, still good. Yeah, every time Wispy does a puff like that, it wastes a second. The apples always happen after a second, during the second phase though, right there, so that's not a time loss. I was a little far away. Oh, rip. Alright, a little more time gone, that's fine. That's okay, it happens. Marathon, all that stuff. We'll just do that. Oh well. Yeah, I like KO 3 a lot, actually. Goomon 3 is really cool. Going for best ending in that game's really fun. I had a really good time when I did it on stream like a while ago. Just like playing through and just going for best ending. It was really, really fun. And the final boss as well was really, really, really hard. Yeah. Whenever I use double fire, I try to calculate my movements so that I fall right before I hit an enemy, in this case. Just so I can, you know, avoid hitting the enemy. There's a little desert shortcake, because, you know, why not? Like Squeak Squad? Kirby Squeak Squad was my first speed game back in 2014. Fun facts. I actually read that game way back in the day. It was really, really fun. Use double fire right here. Get rid of it. And then you get stone. We need that for the power at the end of 2-1. But for now, we'll use it for the boss right here. All these mini bosses are just like, oh whoops, what the heck? That was weird. I'm a little far away from him. Yeah, all these mini bosses are just like larger versions of regular enemies. Like that cactus is like a normal enemy they can get needle from. But he's just kind of big for some reason. It takes 4 hits instead of 1. Yeah, this is an auto-scroller right here, once again. Shoutouts to the faces in the background there. Sandros! We have to call it Sandros, because it kind of looks like Andros from Star Fox NES. It's good. Oh, timer. Oops. There we go. Alright. Sorry, I've been like reaching for my splits on accident, like every single time I get past a level. My bad. My bad on that one. So I guess I accidentally hit that one time. Sorry about that. Alright, so Oscar is done. This run's a bit long though. It'd be really cool if there was like a way to clip inside that little structure behind me there. let us get the shard earlier instead of having to go through this section with a stone. Get this Sparky right here, combine our powers, and walk all the way back and forth again. But unfortunately, there's no way to do that. If anyone ever finds like a useful glitch for 100%, I think Grample has a bounty on it, who's another runner of this game, for like $50 or something. One useful thing would be if you find a way to clip inside like that little structure there. That just broke with my little boulder yo-yo here. That'd be really useful. I think that would save a lot of time in 100%, because this room's pretty long otherwise. Oh, it's $100? Yeah, there we go. Even more money. Heck yeah. And look, free tomato. Also very cool. Hi. This song is like the song I always think of whenever I think of this game. I don't know why, it always just stuck out to me as a child. Compared to like all the other songs in the game. I just like the bells too much. I don't know what it is. As usual with Kirby games though, whenever I slide off a platform it's faster, because the whole slide just takes a little bit. Given it's kind of a long animation, has a lot of end lag to it, but a really fast startup. I was saying 100%. I have a little bit of a speech problem though. Sometimes I speak too quickly if I'm excited about something. Like right now, but yeah. Oops, that was a little weird. This room's really cool if I do it correctly. Because I can do that. And this part right here is a bit tricky. Got it, nice. If you go right in the ledge there and time it correctly, you can actually get a huge jump off of it. Like off the ledge. Gives you a lot of height and saves a good amount of time. It's really cool right there, in particular. We're using that in a few other places too. I'm just going across this room with our good old buddy, little pal, Signal Fire. Use this little pillar to go up here. Save a little time trying to pop up there. There we go. Now here's a little bit of a route change from that was covered last year for this category. Essentially, what we're gonna do is get ice right at the end of this room, and we'll combine up stone right at the beginning of this level right after we finish it. Oh, I'm gonna hurt. Yeah, that's fine. We'll get ice right there, and then go into this section where I have to use King Deity, and we're gonna keep ice and not die essentially. We'll combine up the stone beginning of 2-2, and then we're gonna Coaling Stone for 2-3. Using Coaling Stone optimally saves about 10 seconds or so in that level. It's very, very fast. But you'll see exactly why when we get there. For now, there's a shard up here we're gonna get. It's also a little tight to get past that fire enemy a second ago, like the one I had to climb the ladder for. So thankfully I got past him without getting hurt. It's very easy to get hurt on that thing. Fire is bad, fire hurts you. Do not fire today. Please no. Oh, I did it again. Sorry about that. I swear to God. Anyways. Oh, didn't kill him, but that's fine. So we're gonna spit that ice right at the enemy there, get stone and ice, which gives us curling stone. And now, we're gonna do this. Before this level, we used, we went back to that level anyways to get a needle off that cactus enemy. And we used drill right here for this very first block. Turns out all we really need is just a stone, just any sort of stone power. So we just use Coaling Stone now because Coaling Stone's faster than normal movements. The way it's faster though is if I run before using it. If I don't run before using it, I don't get the boost of using Curling Stone. It's just like doing a normal jump otherwise, like normal speed. But yeah. You'll be seeing Curling Stone a few more times throughout the run. This is just the earliest spot in the run you'll see it. Because yeah, it's very useful. So far it's going well though. I haven't really messed anything up yet in terms of all my quick Curling Stone movements. I don't know if you can hear my controller too much, but I'm tapping right just a ton after I'm landing just to make sure I get Just make sure I get a runoff just in time. Just so I get that boost. It's super important. This game has a good amount of luck in the boss fights, especially. Like, the last few bosses are essentially RNG hell, except for the very final boss of the run. So, like, the more time you can save on these levels, the better, you know? Yeah, this is where Cone Stone saves the most amount of time, right here. If we get that slant right there, we get a huge fall. And we go right all the way through this room, just really quickly. Because, as you know, stones do not float in water. We've all watched Monty Python the Holy Grail before. We've seen that scene. Only tiny little rocks float in water, and apples, and pieces of wood. Okay? But giant heavy stones like Curling Stone do not float in water. Very small rocks. Alright, right up here, at the very last shard of this level. Oops. Oh, that was weird. Okay. So what I did right there is I got rid of my power as I went to the loading zone. If I press R at the right time, essentially, I'm able to just put it in my mouth right as I go into the loading zone. Normally, if you press R, your power goes above your head, but if it will do it into the loading zone, it just goes in my mouth like that. It's useful for a few levels, but that's the first time I use it, at least. That's pretty tight to do that as well. A duck! Alright, this segment's really cool. So we're gonna go into this L-scroller here. Now normally Kirby can't float up forever, because in this game there's kind of like a little puff limit, if that makes sense. If Kirby floats up enough, you'll start getting tired and then eventually just stop floating upwards and just slowly fall down. Unless you just press B like a little puff there. Like that, you saw a little sweat, you saw sweat coming out of Kirby. But if you get hurt on those shots like that, we just are able to kind of skip that little timer and just reset it completely. Just allow us to skip that auto-scroller there. Saving about 10 seconds, I think. Maybe a little less. I forget how much it is. But yeah, it's cool. This room's also really hard. See if I can get this. Easy. Nice. Oh no. Oh, I got rid of bomb. Well, that's bad. I'm gonna restart the level. Good thing my estimate is generous. Alright, take two, let's go. Also, just in case. God dang it. So I did something, what happened back there is I messed up on that room. I accidentally hit my bomb on the ceiling. And I need that for the next room. Like, not even like a once, I actually straight up need it for the next room. I need to combine Spark with Bomb, essentially. Because it allows us to get Light Bulb, which lights up the background there, revealing us the pattern that we need for the shard in the very next room afterwards. But I did a big dumb and was way too close to the enemy there, and he would have shot me if that happened. And if that happens, you know, it destroys my power, and that's bad. At the very least, I can do the same thing here because I have just the amount of health that we need. And I should be fine here. I shouldn't die to anything. Thankfully. There's no sandwich there anymore, I don't think, but... Oh, there is! Yo! Safety sandwich, my dude, let's go. But yeah. Let's do that again, but wait, I don't need to do that again. Because I'm cool, I'm ready to finish. I already got that shard. Yo, shouts to being cool, heck yeah. But yeah, the light bulb lights up the background there, revealing sun, cloud, and tree. That pattern's random every single time, so we can't just, like, predict it or RNG manip it. There might be a way RNG manip it, but we don't know that yet. But, yeah. Free tomato right there. This room is supposed to go to the right and just go all around it. But for whatever reason, you can just kind of float up there, and there's no problem at all. Oh, get hurt, please. I was like a pixel off. Oh no. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. I was gonna do something cool there, but then he was like, no. No cool thing for you. Oh well. So if you get a double power going to picks here. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I've already wasted a lot of time on that level. We're gonna go back here real quick and get a double power. That's what I'm gonna do. We're getting Light Bulb. Normally I have double spark going in this boss fight, and it's really cool because there's like a Kirby has like a little cool animation. But we don't get that today because I beefed it. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm using double power here in this case. That's all we really need for picks at the end of the day. But yeah, Kirby does like a little dance essentially, where he just like waves his arm above his head, and like has like a little. I guess I'll type in the chats. Has like a little that face going on. I guess Kirby does that. You just go like that if he has double spark, but yeah, don't have this time. At least I have a double power though, so it's fine. I can still have good picks, even without that. It's all good. It's all good. Also, this is one. So there's 2 sweet spots on picks as well, where you won't get hurt in this first phase. This is one of them right here. The other one is just staying still at the beginning of the fights. The very last attack picks does will hurt you there, but you can just get out of the way. But yeah, that's the first phase done. It's just an auto-scroller. Second phase is right here. It's random what Pix does. I'm hoping for not the spinny attack. Please don't do a spinny attack. Thank you. There's an attack where Pix kind of spins around a bunch. And that attack kinda is not what I want. Kinda, sorta. I wish that hit. Oh, I wanted that. Oh, it's this attack right here. It's gonna be a bit hard to hit now. But can I snipe it? Nope, not gaming today. Alright. Let's try it again. I believe. Got it. Gaming! Let's go! Oh well, that's fine. It doesn't start off too well, but it'll be better, trust me. But yeah, that's the attack that I didn't want earlier, essentially. Bit unfortunate that happened, but you know, sometimes it'd be like that. I forgot to even mention it, but I think this is kind of a Kirby 64 only thing. If I hit an enemy on the bomb like that, if I jump into them like that, I won't get hurt. Kinda just stops them for a second. I didn't really mention that earlier, but it's pretty important for a lot of these levels that I do something like that. Single fire time. Goal's not lose too much height so I can't hit that, essentially. There we go. Roses are red, violets are blue. They don't think it'd be like it is, but it do. Crystal shard right there. This next room has a really cool strat. Essentially what I'm gonna do is go to the very top of the room and keep this penguin that's gonna like run away from me on screen the whole time. Actually he'll go slightly off screen, but he'll be still spawned in, so it's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna stay up here. If I go low, this Poppy Rose will hurt me. Or it will throw a bomb rather. That's bad. But doing that allows us to get Snowman Bomb, which we need for the Shard in 3-1, right at the end of the level. If not, I'm just gonna keep it, use it for the mini boss come up in the next room, and then get the Shard. There's also Shard in the mini boss room as well. They might not even see because we kind of just stand on the spot that where the Shard is, but yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Normally there's like a little timer Snowman Bomb, but if you run into an enemy like this, it'll just immediately explode. Especially from the bomb like that, because the bomb itself is actually on the very top of the snowman. Ooh. That spark hitbox whenever he attacks is pretty big. So you gotta be a little careful of that. I love the face of Snowman, by the way. It's so good. We're just gonna boop him. And we're good for the rest of the level. These cat bars are trying to get me with their little cutter discs, or whatever you want to call it. Can't though, I'm jumping too high. And they don't jump high enough. They need to get good. They need to get good for sure. Alright, now we're in 3-2. The river, whenever you go in the river like this, if it's flowing in the way we want it to, that's weird. We want to just like kind of run on it just a little bit. It gives us a little more speed, and anywhere we can get speed like that is just really, really good. For now, I'm gonna keep this Kirby, we're gonna keep this enemy in our mouth and just become Fat Kirby for a little bit. There's a reason for this. You'll see it later on in the level as well. But yeah. Now I'm just gonna run this plump boy down this big old walkway as it crumbles behind us from our sheer weight, I guess. I mean, we did absorb a stone enemy after all. They're probably pretty heavy. I mean, they don't flow in water, that's for sure. Yeah, we combine that with fire and just get a volcano in this case. We need to have 4 of these shards up here on the boss. First, we gotta beat this giant enemy crab. In this giant enemy crab battle, we hit his weak point for massive damage, and that's gone. And that's all we need it for. Just get rid of power in the loading zone right there, and we're good. And now we're gonna do an activity for our best friend Wallaby right here. Y'all ever go river rafting in a box when you were kids with your best friend? Because I have. It's a great time. It was my favorite activity when I was a kid. Going river rafting in boxes. As you do, of course. As you do. This shard right here, if I miss it, I have to redo the whole level, so thankfully that didn't happen. Thankfully that didn't happen. In a recent run that I did, I missed a shard just barely in 4-2 during a similar section, and I like let out the loudest gasp I've ever done before, I think. Because I lose like a minute, usually. This level more, but yeah. It's bad. It's not good. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it power. I'm gonna keep another enemy inside my mouth like this. And we're gonna jam out for a little bit. I don't know why I'm dancing around. There's no webcam on, but whatever. But yeah, if you keep an enemy in your mouth, you're able to actually just not have Kirby bonk on the floor here, essentially. Whenever he goes down one of those big waterfalls. It just completely cancels the animation entirely and saves time. It's one of those like passive time saves. One of those things you will, like no one's really gonna notice unless I point it out. But yeah, you have now noticed it because I pointed it out. You're welcome. This room's also really hard because we're going vertically through the entire room. It's a little bit strange. Kirby doesn't like going vertically quickly. He likes going horizontally quickly because fire is very good for that. I wasn't able to get a whole lot of boost, too much of a boost from that. We could have got a bit more of a boost right there if I pressed A like right at the very beginning of the end of that single fire, but unfortunate. Still doing well though. Still doing well. Alright, so now in the 4-3. We're now in the 3-3. Getting a little ahead of myself. At the very end of this level, we're going to get Stone and Cutter, which gives us Rick, or it gives us 1 of 6 animal friends. The one that we want is Rick, the hamster, though, because Rick allows us to get the Crystal Shard in this level. But yeah, it's a 1 in 6 chance of that happening. So take some guesses. Get your guesses out. How many tries is it gonna take me to get Rick? The highest it's ever taken me before is 22 tries, by the way, and that is the highest Adam's ever taken before. I have Curtissimo, who is the local holder for this game. We have both gotten 22 before, and it's awful. It's giant time loss. Giant enemy time loss. Battle. Yeah, who's in first try, gang? Rock's guessing 23rd. Oh no. But yeah, get your guesses in, everybody. Get your guesses in. I play a game this usually in my chat where if someone guesses correctly for whatever reason, they get a free gift sub, so I guess if someone else wants to do that for this channel, I'll go for it. If I guess it correctly. But yeah, essentially just guess the number between 1 and 22, and you have a good chance of getting it right. Usually lower is better though. You got about a minute until then. Also, it's the only place in the run we use a shuriken, unfortunately. It's a really cool power though. It just kind of explodes. It's just like exploding shuriken. Self-explanatory. It's pretty cool. Gets up to the first person guesses correctly. Ooh. Let's see it then. Heck yeah, let's go. So yeah, get your guesses in. The deal has been sweetened. Once again, it's for the how many tries it takes me to get Rick. That is the first time I've done that since I came back to this game. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to redo the level after this. I did not think that would be a concern. But apparently it's a concern. That is the first time that's happened to me since I came back to this game. I am not happy that happened. Okay, that's 2 minutes gone. Wow. Alright, well, that sucks. Please quote me as I have thrown. Or rather, please quote me if you throw, because I have thrown. Rest in peace. That has literally not happened since I came back to this game, like, a month ago or so. That's like, oh my god, okay. Well, we gotta go back to 3-3 now. You know what, it's okay though. This level is very pleasant looking in general. It's got some cool enemies like that maraca. That maraca thing there is cool. I love just all the colors and the general textures of everything in this game though. It's really just, I think it's really just one of the prettiest looking N64 games out there. It's very stylized, but also just, I love, it's got some great textures and stuff though, even still. You'll get that like kind of graininess from this game that you do with like normal N64 games, I feel. Maybe it's also because I'm playing on Dream Collection on Wii, but who knows. It looks nice. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, for now it's gonna keep making our way back there. Ah! Super unfortunate that happened though. Like I said, that's not happened to me in a marathon, in like any runs that came back to this game. I thought it was fine there. That was weird. Oh well. It's all good though, it's all good. If you want to get more guesses in, or like repost your guess or anything like that, then go for it. Let's see, I'm guessing how many tries it takes to get Rick at the end of this level. That's what we're guessing right now. It's a 1 in 6 chance, and the most I've ever had is 22 tries. Alright, take 2. I believe. Still 23rd, yo. Alright, I'm gonna take this very slowly. There we go. First try, let's go! Pogs in the chat, heck yeah. That sucks. Oh well. All you can do is just play it off, I guess. But yeah, all these transformations here are just animal friends from Kirby's Dream Land 2 and 3. They're really cool. So just pitch. But here we go. Here we go. What's it gonna be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no. 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh god. 12, 13, 14, 15. Are you kidding me? 16, 17. Is this gonna happen? 18, 19th try? Or what? Did anyone out there in the whole wide world guess 19th try Rick? Because, are you kidding me? That is the second worst I've ever gotten before. Right there. That is the second worst I've ever done. Adam gets 20th. You know what? Gift a sub to Adam. If no one has gotten 19. Because they're probably the closest without going... Oh no. They didn't go over. Regardless, they're probably the closest. We're not going over Price is Right rules. Alright, so back to regular... Anyways, back to the game. Back to regular commentary. Beginning of 3-4 here. We're just gonna be holding this fish above our head. It's actually faster to swim with this fish than it is to swim normally through this room. Because room is all just like kind of empty swimming, avoiding enemies and things pop up from the bottom of the ground there. But yeah. There you go. Enjoy the emotes, Adam. Enjoy that RGL TV emotes. Heck yes. But yeah, using that fish saves like 15 seconds. It's crazy. By the way, speaking of things I don't want to miss, all these shards in this level, if I miss them, I have to redo the whole level again. So good thing so far, my estimate's very generous, in a way. Give my PBs a 111.02 right now. Because, yeah, I've had to already redo, like, a level and a half, essentially, during this run. Bit unfortunate, but, you know, sometimes it'd be like that. We're not even to the hardest levels yet, so it's kind of a shame that happened. But you know what? I'm not gonna dwell on it. We're gonna keep on moving on. Keep this little bomb enemy in our mouths like this. We need this bomb enemy to destroy the boss up here, and also it's faster for the destroy the mini boss, and then it's faster for the boss of this world, Acro, after this. So we're gonna try and keep it until then. Hopefully we can do that. Let's see if we get the quick kill as well. Easy every time. A little bit of slide there because it's faster. These rocks spawn randomly, and if I get hurt twice by them quickly, I lose my power. So let's not lose our power. Anti-shouts to rocks. Cool. If we're at the top right here, we won't get hurt by a rock, thankfully. Sorry, rocks. No, you rock, Fully Cooley. No, you rock. Alright, so yeah, Bomb kind of breaks his boss, in a way. His first phase is otherwise really hard, but if we just drop a bomb on him like this from above, it's really, really easy. Same with the second phase. That was really good luck there, because he kind of just stayed at the top, allowing me to just hurt him faster. It's a little bit until the second phase. The second phase has two different patterns, essentially. The pattern where he stops right in the middle is the slowest one, so if he just keeps moving back and forth in the middle, we should be fine, and it'll save you some time. There's a backup strat if I get the pattern where he stops in the middle right here, though. Yeah, I got that. That's fine. There we go. So that's the backup strat, and I'm just gonna keep dropping the bomb right here, and he's dead. We're also gonna get rid of a bomb like this too, because we don't need it. Now on the World 4. Now, even though I had to redo a few levels in the first world, or in the first 3 worlds there, those first 3 worlds are kind of a little bit short. We got some longer levels coming up in this next world, the next like 2 worlds really. This is kind of the big meat and potatoes of the run, if you will. A lot of the hardest levels are in World 4 and 5. Not in the last world, weirdly enough, but Worlds 4 and 5 have like, it's a pretty tricky level, such as this one here. Its first room, you have to just kind of go through with that power, for instance. It'll be faster if we're able to get fire before this, but bomb's just really good for acro, so we can't afford to use different power. Another shard down there. Oh no. Let's respawn him. Alright, well, that was weird. Doesn't usually happen like that, but you know what? That's okay. Boop, 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 boop. Ah! I should be fine. This is fine. Alright, we're gonna drop down right down here and not die, hopefully. Hopefully. See, this is fine. Oh! Okay. I'm being careful. So if I wait too long with fire, it'll do like the long... So essentially how single fire works is that there's one long fire, and then like a medium fire, and then a short fire over and over if you keep spamming it. That's how it works essentially. Right there I got the medium fire just barely, and I almost just died because of the hits. I did not think I would get it. I thought I waited just long enough to the point where I wouldn't get it, but I just barely got the medium fire and I almost died there. That was close. Yeah, I don't want to die in this level because I'd lose fire, and fire is just, you know, pretty good power to have. When you want to go horizontally through a level really quickly. So yeah, good saves, good saves. Let's maintain our height right here so we don't have to puff up too much, and then we have to get stoned at the very end of this level, and it should be good. Okay. We've had a lot of blunders this run, but you know what? It's all good. It's been fun. Thanks all for watching so far. Alright, so a little bit of different routing here. We're actually gonna go back to 2-4 real quick and combine with this bomb enemy right at the beginning of the level, right here, giving us dynamites, which we need for a shard at the very end of 4-2. But for now, we're just gonna keep it through the whole thing. There we go, just in time there. Yeah, this is a section I talked about earlier, where, like I said, like a no reset run, I missed a shard here and accidentally lost like a minute. Hopefully it doesn't happen this time. I should be okay, by all means. I know I did wrong last time to make that happen. But yeah, this shard right up here, I'm gonna do my best not to miss. There we go. See, we're good. It's all good. Don't worry. It's fine. I also realized earlier I never explained how these micro-sections work. They're not exactly auto-scrollers, but because you can't speed up just a little bit. There's certain parts of these tracks where if you hit it and jump at the right time, you actually gain a little more speed than other parts. So I'm trying to hit those, essentially. Really just any part that's like downhill is usually one of those parts. Sometimes it isn't, but yeah. That's why I'm just jumping constantly, because it does save a bit of time. It's not really noticeable though, but it's there, trust me. It's like a spooky ghost. Not really too noticeable, but it's just there. Watching out for you, always having your back. Like a spider, you know. You don't really like it too much, but it's there, eating all the insects inside your house. Doing its best. Shoutouts to spiders. Shoutouts to bees as well for keeping the trees alive. That's pretty important too. They're the real heroes of humanity. I don't know where I'm going with this tangent, but whatever. This water section has some water going backwards against me, and also some water going forwards. Obviously I want the water going forwards here so I can get a lot of speed. So they're trying to do that a lot. So we have one last room right here with that power, essentially. One last room of dynamite just in our inventory here. Yeah, big jump here so that cap bar jumps way up there. And just throw a dynamite out just because. Oh my god! As I say, just because. Hold on. Cave meat, thank you for saving me. I should be fine. Careful. Okay. We're good. We got the shard. Okay, now I have to hope for good luck right here. I forgot what I was saying before. Don't worry about it. Okay, being careful. Okay, we're good. That got really scary really quickly. I completely forgot what I was saying before. Does anyone remember? I don't remember. Thankfully, it's just a tomato right after that room there, so it's fine. Dynamite has a giant blast radius, so whenever I use it, I have to be careful. Be very careful. If you hold down while using dynamite, you take out little hard hats as well, which allows you to shield all your blast damage from dynamite. So, yeah. There's no save in this game, it saves automatically. I got the shard though, so it's totally okay. Alright, now we're into 4-3. 4-3 actually has the next instance of Curling Stone. I don't know if you remember Curling Stone from 2-3, but it was a really cool power that allows you to go faster than normal movements. And that's very useful for, you know, a run like this. So we're gonna be using that coming up very soon. But first we have to get this shard in this room, which we need drill for in this case. Right here. I'm gonna hurt on that stone enemy as well, just so that it cancels me out the drill animation really quickly. 1, 2. Oh, not 3. Oh, got hurt on him. Oops. That's fine too. Usually runners get hurt right there anyways. I try to avoid it, but sometimes it be like that. We got that ice enemy there at the very end of the room, combine it with stone. Now we got curling stone. To reiterate what curling stone does in the run, first off, we need it for 4-4 anyways. Oh, excuse me. Second, it's faster for this level because if we run before using it, it allows us to gain a lot of speed, a lot more than just regular movements, which is very useful. Any power that like allows you to get more speed than regular movement is a very useful power, to say the least. Oops. Ooh, that part's a little bit tricky to get a run there. And we got Parasol. So there's a puzzle here that has 3 different starts to it. I'll check this out. Oops. Messed up a bit, but it's fine. Yeah, this is a puzzle here. You can get either Top Hat's Parasol or Pizza. Top Hat is the fastest, Pizza is slightly slower than Top Hat. The heck? And Parasol is the slowest one by far. You gotta break a lot of blocks to make this pattern. Also, that was really slow, but you know what? That's okay. Sometimes you gotta go slow to go fast. But yeah. I got the slowest pattern there, so unfortunately I'm gonna lose a little more time because of that. Luck is not on my side this run. First we got 19th try Rick, then we got that. That's okay though. At least Curling Stone's going well. I shouldn't say that right now. But yeah, we're almost on the level, thankfully. Oop. And one more. Dope. Pretty good. Yeah, Kirby's a curling stone. It's actually faster than normal movements. It's very useful. We're gonna use it as well in 4-4. This first room, all these rocks just fall randomly. So we're gonna just kind of hope that they don't fall on top of me. Once again, anti-shouts to rocks. I'm just kidding. But yeah. I go right here. A lot of curling stone movements very calculated, so I go on certain platforms like the very small one there. Mind you, watch Rocks' Nightmare Dream Hunter after this, by the way. We're just messing around. But yeah. Bam. Now we're going to another DE section. This is the second one, I think, in the run. There's one more after this in 5-4 once I get there. But yeah, if I hold down B, I can charge a hammer swing. Allow me to break these pillars in one swing rather than 2. Saves just a little bit of time. Ooh, okay. Brown birds, calm down, please. Calmate, mijo, calmate. I do 2 swings here just so I can just get rid of the enemy. Otherwise, it's a bit annoying to destroy. Bam. Done pretty well. That was a good DE section. Now I have to go through like a really long curling stone room. I think this room might be like a minute long with curling stone. It's crazy. I think it's also just one of the longest rooms in the whole game in general, but it's hard to say. There's a good amount of rooms that are pretty huge. I don't know, this room always just feels really long. There's just a lot of really long rooms in general in these levels. In some levels at least. The curling stone off these blocks just saves a little bit of time. So the reason why I kept curling stone and why I got in the first place rather than using a different power is because it's useful because we need it for the shard in this level. The shard in this level requires ice, and it's personally my least favorite shard in the whole game. Not because it's like hard or anything, because it's not. It's just that casually when I played through this game, this block right here that's red and like brown does not indicate that you should use ice to break it, you know? There's no indication of using ice there to break that block. Usually it's like blue or something if you need ice, but it's not. It's red and brown. You think you need volcano for it because they're in a volcano. That makes sense. But no, it's not the case, and it's so whack. I hit the block there. That's what I deserve. Oh no! My jump! That's fine. I spawned me in the room, and I need a double fire anyways, so it's okay. That feel when your jump is eaten. Bad feel. F in the chat, dude. F in the chats. Alright, we're gonna jump right there instead. Like I at first intended, but didn't do. Yeah, right where I need to be. These double fires are very calculated so that I don't fall on top of an enemy or on top of the lava as soon as I'm out of it. It's just one long animation here. I'm not doing anything during this. Thinking these double fires is a 3-second auto scroller. I'm just kidding, but you know. They're very fast though. That's the important part behind it. In particular though, we need a double star anyways, just for the very end of this level. I'm gonna avoid the enemy there. I got a little too much speed. We need a double star right here. If I had a single star, it wouldn't break all these blocks, but a double star breaks all of them. Then we're gonna need a cutter, and we need some blessed RNGs for Magman, the boss of World 4. So give me some blessed RNGs, chats. We're gonna have to hope that these Magoos spawn near me. That's the name of this enemy here. We're also gonna hope that I get the right patterns for Magman, so I get a 2-cycle instead of a 3-cycle. Essentially, as a 2-hit pattern, a 3-hit pattern. There we go, and a 4-hit pattern. This is the 2-hit pattern. This is not good. Now I need the 4-hit pattern, which is pretty common. Nice, there we go. That's a 4-hit pattern. Now I not messed it up. And we're good. Cool. So good start to that first phase, thankfully. Also, shoutouts to Fire Sword being a really cool power. This is one of my favorite powers casually, along with the lightsaber power, which is Spark and Cutter. You'll be seeing that one later. You'll be seeing that one later, trust me. 1, 2, 3, 4, then bam. Throwing a double star into the boss to double the damage, allowing us to both get rid of our power easily and also destroy Magman quicker. And that was a perfect boss fight. Heck yeah. Magman can also do 1 of 3 patterns at the end there, and I got thankfully the fastest pattern. So yeah, perfect boss fight. If I got the 3 pattern, actually would have been even better, but I'm pretty bad getting all 3 hits in that pattern, so you know what? I'll take it. Not gonna complain. Now into World 5. Fun fact right there, those two fire enemies there are the only fire enemies you see in the entire world. So if I lose fire, we're gonna lose a lot of time. Should be fine though. I ran 8% for a good amount of time as well, longer than 100% for this game. 8% uses mostly single and double fire, so I'm pretty okay at this part. Should be okay. I'm gonna try and get a little ledge boost like that. Gives a little more height really quickly. Didn't get the last one, but it's all good. And now we got the very last Baldi section. And I'm hydrated. Shout out to drinking water. I've been talking a lot, it's pretty important. Once again, just like the other ones, there's a shard here that if I miss after I do the whole level again. That's weird, okay. So hopefully I don't miss it. Come up pretty soon. Oh, what the heck? Sled's being weird, I'm just gonna play it safely. Boop! There we go. There's that shard. I was trying to get health earlier, but my sled did something weird and it wouldn't allow me to get health. Oh well. But yeah, just like the other sections, if you jump at certain times, you gain a little more speed. Not really noticeable, but it is happening, it is there. I'm gonna break that little structure up top because after the boss is done, a shard spawns there. Just gonna keep firing right into him right there. Get the shard, and we're gone. This next room is, I feel like one of the more difficult rooms to do correctly in the whole run. because of the very end of it. Or rather, right up here. We have to go into the water, because down here is a shard. Now the reason why it's so hard to do correctly is that if I land right over here, or if I land right there, which I did unfortunately, I gain a little bit of height every time I cancel out my fire underwater. I don't want to do that, because it's slower. It's slower for getting the shard, because the shard's below us in this case. Now it's a bit faster going out of this section, but yeah. Plus, if you falter just a little bit there, you'll get hurt just like I did. You can get around those enemies, but it's very tight. That's doing pretty well though. Can't complain really. After the end of this level, you have to do a bit more calculated single fire. While landing, we want to land these platforms typically. Gotta gain a little bit of height as well in this level, so that's why I have to land the platforms. Bit of a hilly section, I guess. Hilly chilly section, I guess. Was more like it. Alright, that's 5-1. Poor Kirby. I have to avoid... I can't get stuff in the picnic there. He has to cry after every level and let's get a bit lucky. Oh well. It's okay. This is one of my favorite songs of the game, by the way. It's just a remix of Butter Building, but like... I don't know, there's something really lively about this remix compared to like other Butter Building remixes out there. I don't know what it is. It just sounds really good. Can you guys start please in the chat for this song? We're gonna go right down here, not only to avoid some enemies and platforms and stuff, but also because there's a shard down here. See? Right there. Alright, keep on moving. Nice, didn't get hit by the pterodactyls. If I don't go to the top left here on accidents, I miss a shard and have to do the whole level. But we're good, we got it. It's a bit tricky to time that, oddly enough. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, just, sometimes you just mistime it. To try and maintain some level of height here. So I shouldn't get hit by enemies, at least. Ah! I said try. Didn't say I will. There we go. That is all the fire we're going to use for World 4, or World 5 rather. We're on World 5. I'm going to get that needle here. And now I hope for the best. Because at the end of this next room is a Sparky that likes to jump into the pit behind him a lot. So if I can get some Bless RNGs, I would super appreciate that real quick. So Sparky doesn't jump into the pit behind him. Or uses attack at a bad part where I'll get my needle destroyed. Because if that happens, we gotta repeat the level again. That's why this run's a bit volatile in a way. That's why my estimate's a bit more generous. Because that sort of thing can't happen. What the heck? Oh my... Okay. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Because we got the Sparky there, backup strat, we're going back. And then we're going back and getting the needle instead of redoing the whole level. Well, that's unfortunate. This is a that's never happened before sort of moment once again. Because yeah, this has not happened to me before. Like this, at least. Ay. Think if I can go back into this room. So there's some rooms they can't go back into, but this is one of the rooms you can go back into, thankfully. I can't believe it. We've had a few moments like this run. 19's Try Rick was one of them. That's my second worst. But oh well. Alright, and now we're going back. Specifically, we need Needle and Spark, which gives us Lightning Rod. We need that to unlock the Shard in the boss fight. I'm also a little concerned with my health right now, but hopefully it'll be okay. But yeah, that was a thing. I can't believe that happened. There's a little health I can get in this room. I'm gonna try and avoid getting damaged here. Just so I can, you know, get that health and be fine. I go into that little dip there, make sure that giant enemy doesn't eat me, essentially. Pretty important. What am I doing? Being careful. Once again, go in the dip, jump up here, get that, and just get the heck out of here. Alright. Just don't die here, please. All a request from me. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. I didn't die. I didn't die. Yo, let's go. Get out of here. I got so scared. I got so scared. Excuse me. All according to plan. Nothing went badly there. All according to plan. Jesus Christ. Let's go. Perfect timing. Once again, if you time like getting rid of your power as soon as you go into a loading zone, you're able to actually keep your power in your mouth just like that. And it's useful right there, just to spin out your double star into those enemies. Oops, get me out there, please. Ay ay ay. Video games. You gotta love them, you know. Ah! It's one of those levels where you don't really use the power the whole time. So these levels are super important to optimize if you ever want to like run this game at all. Because like you can save just a ton of time here just from not getting hit by enemies or like having really clean movement like this. Like that was pretty clean. That was pretty clean right there. Is Kirby cute? Heck yeah. Of course. So cute. Have you seen this round boy? Have you seen him move around? He's a good. This is good. Does 100% ever use Cutter and Bomb? Yes, it does. We used it in 3-3 for a shard. That's really it. Nowhere else, unfortunately. I forgot to even mention it. For those elevators, I'm jumping into it just because normally Kirby goes in a little cutscene, but goes onto the elevators. But jumping into it and like into the center avoids that little cutscene happening. This part's random. We gotta hope that we don't get like lemon or orange. Those two are at the very end of the line here. Cool, that's actually really good. Yeah. We got cherries, nuts, and melons. That's really good. Heck yeah. But yeah, grapes you wouldn't want to get. So that's the one right after melon there. Like ideally you don't want to get, but it's not a huge deal if you do get it. But like lemon and orange are right at the very end of that line, so you have to go back for the shard if you get those. That's not fast. That part's not a huge bit of luck in the run, but it doesn't matter. Everything adds up after all. It does matter just a little bit. Just gotta avoid this Kermit in the wall here. Now we got drill, by the way. This is actually the first time we used drill in the run. We used to use it in 2-3, but now we use Curling Stone there. But drill is very useful for 5-4 because it's actually required. That's why it's so useful. It's required for breaking the blocks there to get a shard in right at the beginning of 5-4. So that's why we have it. These shots have aimbots. They're literally hacking the server right now with their aimbots. It's the worst. They're really good at just like sniping me and my movements, like wherever I'm trying to go. They're very good at doing that. That's why I'm saying that. But we got banned from the server. Can a mod type /ban Shotzo in the chat? I'm just kidding. But yeah. Anyways, 5-4 time. I'm gonna take my power and put it in my mouth here because it skips a little cutscene of Kirby just climbing down the ladder. Another one of those passive times we had to talk about earlier. Now, fun fact, apparently you can actually shoot drill downwards, like that. That's something I didn't know casually, but that's a thing you can do. breaks all the blocks that are right here. Normally there are blocks right there, but you didn't even get to see them. Electro and Rock. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's the yo-yo. If anyone's played this game before, what's your favorite power? This is also the last DE section. These hammers will one-hit kill you if they hit you. So I gotta be pretty careful here, especially because I have fire. I don't want to lose that. Be safe. There we go. Yeah, what's your favorite power combination, everybody? My favorite one's Fireworks, personally, which is Fire and Bomb. And also Lightsaber. Both of those are my favorites. They're both really, really fun. Going for it. King Duty. Electric and Cutter, yes. Yes, Fireworks and Electric and Cutter. Both so good. There's a lot that are really good in this game as well, to be fair. Oops, what am I doing? It's not the right time to fire there. You're there on purpose. Get that out of here. We're gonna go. Just kind of toss our ability, kind of just up there. There's a spark enemy up there. So yeah, time this correctly, it can hit the enemy. Fortunately, I barely missed it. That's okay. Your sword turns actually hurt enemies as well. So I'm just gonna turn around here and destroy him like this, and should spawn a Magoo. Please spawn. Thank you. I got scared. As soon as the boss dies, the enemies around the boss just kind of don't spawn anymore. I thought it was a little too late. Rick is your favorite power? Grandpa, if you weren't here earlier, I got 19th try Rick in this run. I'm not even kidding you. That is the second worst I've ever had it. Rick is not my favorite anymore, I'm sorry. This room is also a one-hit kill room, so if we get crushed here, it's over. We lose fire and have to redo the room. But with fire, we're able to actually get into his gaps a lot faster and save some time. It's super nice. Yeah, nice use try Rick. It was awful. Please help. Alright, so final room right here. Friendship ended with Rick. Now Koo is my best friend. Here's the last shard right there. That one's a little tricky to actually find sometimes. Not paying close attention. Now we're gonna get Spark right for this level. We used to use Fire Sword, which we got in this last room here. But we don't do that anymore. Fire Sword is nice, but turns out Spark is a bit faster and more convenient to just get, really, than the whole combination. But yeah, this is HR. Can I get some blessed RNGs in the chat? This boss is complete RNG hell. What we have to hope for is some slaps and some claps. If I don't get those patterns, I can't hurt HR. So we don't want the missiles, or there's a slap, by the way. We don't want the missiles or the laser. There's a clap. We can get 4 hits from the clap here. It's super good, if I'm good at least. There we go. So now I want a clap. That's what I want here. I said a clap. I meant a slap. But you know what? That's fine too. A clap is also okay. At least I'm getting damage. That was not too bad. Was that like a 5 cycle? 6 cycle? That's about average luck. The best power you can get from HR is a slap into a clap into a slap. That does 6 hits right there. That is possible to get, and it saves so much time. You can also literally just have HR just stay in the background and just shooting missiles and shooting lasers out, and you can't hurt him. That can just happen for like most of the fights, and you lose like a lot of time. I think in like an Ape Storm before, I've had like a 40-second time save over a perfect HR just from like HR doing that for a long time. Sometimes it be like that though. Let's try and finish underestimates. A lot of stuff has happened this run, but I think we can still do that at least. According to my time right here. Good thing my estimate is generous. Yeah, we're gonna get fire once again. Right at the beginning of this level. This level is basically a carbon copy of 1-1, the very first level of the game. The structure is the exact same, the music's the exact same. It just looks a bit different. I think it's kind of assuming that like HR took over, like Popstar is kind of what's going for, I guess. Which might be why it's called Ripple Star. Like the whole world, I mean. But I don't know. That's just a theory, a game theory. I got no idea. Yeah, the structure is the exact same first level as in 1-1, and the music and everything. Enemies are different, and like that boss is different. Visuals are a bit different too, but yeah, same level. There's also still a bomb enemy right here that we also need for a power, just like we needed fireworks earlier in 1-1. In this case, we're getting this Gordo. Oh, this Gordo! And getting that power down there this time instead of fireworks. So, yeah. Then get rid of the power, because we don't need it anymore. Now, really quickly, we're gonna go back to 6-1, because right at the beginning of the level is Spark, which we need for the shard right at the beginning of this level. Best song in the game, by the way. Can you have Sire please in the chat? If you don't think this is the best song in the game, you don't really appreciate this game. Let me just say that. We're gonna combine with the enemy right there. Gives us Spark and Cutter, which gives us my favorite power in the game, other than fireworks as well. Lightsaber. We're gonna go Darth Maul on some people. Dang, no Sarah please, I see how it is. Shout out to King Deity, the savior of this whole game. If he didn't break that rock that fell down there for no real reason, honestly, we couldn't save the world. We just couldn't. So yeah, shout out to Deity, savior of the game. Absolute homie. It's one shard all the way over here. Just gotta swing to it real quick. Very relaxing short water section. Shout outs. Oops. I think I slide off there. Alan is gonna paint us a little invincibility candy real quick. Just allowing us to get through all these blocks super quickly. No problem at all. Shout out to Adeline. I forgot to even mention her earlier in 1-2 because we're talking about our favorite Kirby games, but yeah, she's cool. Alright, so actually, now my actual favorite song in the game here. Song in 6-3. Just called Ripple Star, by the way. This song is so good. It's got so much bass to it in general. I love it. All you do is just turn around to these enemies, just destroying them immediately with our lightsaber here. That's all we need to do. There are 10 enemies in this next room they're gonna take care of, so let's do that. Fun fact, in 8% we use fireworks here. So, either way in 6-3 I'm winning. Could use two of my favorite powers just like in this level in general. Myra Kagura I'm playing. Alright, so this next room is my favorite room in the whole game. Pay attention to what we're gonna do. So I have Spark and Cutter here. I'm gonna hit the enemy, get rid of my power, get this fire right here, get that needle right there, get this bow and arrow, get rid of it, and then get Spark, and then get a needle. And hey look, we got the power, we got lightsaber back. That's my favorite room in the whole game. I love that room so much. It's so good. Now these last rooms are a bit tricky because I have to jump to hit all these enemies here. If I don't time my jump correctly, I don't get the full, I get like a little short hop instead. And it's a bit weird. So you gotta be careful of that. And also, in this next room in particular, the very left enemy likes to not get hurt sometimes. So, gotta deal with that too. That was almost good. The middle enemy also likes to hit me once it gets down to those two enemies there. Oh, well, that was actually really good still. Nice. It's Kyre. I'm sorry. I did dumb. It's fine. Anyways, now we got Miracle Mayor, the final boss of the game. Give me some more Blessed RNGs, chats. We're gonna have to hope for either the Spark pattern or the Kyre pattern. He goes through every single pattern in the game, and we have to destroy it, essentially. Spark or Kyre? Nope, got Fire. That's time lost then. This boss is RNG hell, so yeah. All we can do is hope for destroy his phases as fast as we can. Sometimes you can one cycle like all of them, but two of them are really hard. Those being Spark and Bomb. Both of those are RNG based if you can actually one cycle them, and also really hard anyways. But yeah, that's why I was hoping for either Spark or Kyre there. I got covered my second power, but it doesn't save time. The Ice is the easiest one to one cycle. There's Spark. Spark, I have to hope that the when I can suck it up and get the power, it spawns like right near me. I got hope for that essentially. Did not get that though. I can only get one hit this time, unfortunately, but that's okay. There are a lot of different strats we can use for Miracle Mayor, such as combining powers together in some of these phases, so we can destroy two phases back to back if we get it. But I could have done it right there, for instance, with Needle, gotten Lightning Rod, and taking care of it, but I wouldn't have known anyways. Oh no. Am I doing this a third time? Oh god, that was awful luck. We're doing that a third time then, okay. Thank you. We just got stone right now. Oh no, that's fine. That could have been worse, but that was not very fast. Oh, we got Spark last. Oh, actually got Bomb last. That's actually fine. Unfortunately, it's gonna be a very slow Miracle Mayor though. I got, like, that would have been perfect luck right there if I got like Spark right at the bottom there, but I did not get that twice. That lost a lot of time. Oh well, Bomb last is actually really good though. I'll take this, because even if I don't get a one cycle, I can just hurt him right here. And now it's dead. So cool. Time's coming up very soon. I'm just kidding. Gotta make sure I'm clicking my timer though real quick, just in case. Alright, so yeah, for getting all the crystal shards, just like in Dreamland 2 and 3, we unlocked the true final boss. In this case being Dark Mayor, but he's transformed into O2 in this case. That's what it's called. So yeah, that is the final boss. It has one of the best songs in the game as well. Very fitting for a final boss fight, of course. We're gonna be flying in the air in kind of like a 360-degree area. Yeah, kind of like Star Fox style. It's kind of like Andross in Star Fox 64, if you will. So first off, we have to do 30 hits into his middle eye here. I'm also gonna go for something called a one cycle O2, where if I position myself in the right spots, I can hit him as he's transitioning between phases here. So once he gets into his green spike, I'm gonna try and hit the band-aid and hope that the halo isn't up. If the halo is up, I will not get the one cycle, but I'll do a little damage to it, so I guess it's fine. Still loses time though. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to hope for. It's going in really quickly. I'm just gonna go right here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, didn't get it. Rip. It was not. I was on the right side, I guess. That was just bad luck. But yeah, it's an RNG time save right at the end of the game, so a bit unfortunate. Might cost me a 2 cycle anyways, if I get very unlucky here, but we'll see. Time is very soon as I destroy him. God, this song is so good. GG. GG, GG. So a lot of bad stuff happened that run, but I hope you all enjoyed. That was really fun. That was a really fun run, even still. My PB for the record is a 111.02. I'm trying to get a 109 in this game. I'm currently trying to grind for that, so I guess if you enjoyed the run, you know what to do. But yeah, world record in this game is also a 107.46 by Curtissimo. He grinded the crap out of this game for like over a year and just took a world record from Swordsman Kirby, who was like dominating the leaderboards for this game for a while. So yeah, shout outs to him. He got really good at this game. He's really good. And he's just a homie as well. He's just a good dude. But yeah. Also shout outs to the credits here, because best setting credits in Dreamland 3 are also kind of in his crayon art style. And like I think the credits normally aren't really like this if you get 8%. If you get 8%. Actually, I don't think there are credits in 8%. That's right. I think it just goes straight back to the title screen. But yeah, shoutouts to that as well. But yeah, up next is Rocks with Kirby and Dream on 100%. That's a really good run as well. That's the game that got me into Kirby speedrunning essentially. We got a really cool community over like the Kirby speedrunning Discord in general. So yeah, if you're interested in that sort of thing, we'll stick around, of course. Ever Dream On is like one of the best speed games out there, and one of the easiest ones, and also one of the easiest ones to learn out of all the Kirby runs. So yeah, stick around and enjoy that. But yeah, I've been Shasta, and thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed some Kirby 64. This game kicks all of the butts. I'll be back on Sunday with Warrior Land 4 as well, so yeah, keep that in mind. Bye, everybody.